What is up, gamers and gooners? We are trying something a little bit different on the channel today. We are playing a Turbo Satellite, hoping to win a ticket to a $109 tournament, which, if successful, will be the next piece of content here on the channel. As always, please remember that poker is a game of skill and luck where nothing is guaranteed, and I'm begging you, do not gamble. We're starting here with a disconnect. Oh, he's back as soon as I mention it. Pay no attention. But we're not going to be starting with the Queen 3 today. Quick roll call. We got a Malaysian no icon person. Also without an icon, we got a player from the Russian Federation. We got Dr. Doom, I think, from Iraq. Blank Slate from America, and an alien who is coming in from Russia. 105 minutes of late registration, so like we see plenty of players pass through the ranks, and we're looking to score a ticket. Satellite strategy, of course, favors my natural tendency to chill out and not play too many hands, so I like my chances today. We'll have to see what develops, of course. And we are just bumping through, looking for a hand. No reason to get crazy early. Could still chill out here for quite a while. Although, there's going to be a turbo speed tournament, just 4 minutes. 4 minutes at each blind level until the stakes increase, so it is going to light a fire under us at some point. Especially if people keep going to the time bank or disconnecting, you know. Not everyone's as fast as me. Not everyone's going to be able to play as fast as me one table, and so we got to accept that piece of our reality. No use in trying to fight it. And there's no chat box here, so I can't even type something abusive like, play faster, moron, it's pre-flop. Play fewer tables, dumbass, you're done with your edge. I would never say anything like that. Even if it was an option. You gotta respect your opponents. If you think they're dumb, you're gonna go way too far out of line and end up in trouble. Defense here with the king. Not gonna match up, so we're gonna get out of there. Your opponents always have a reason for doing what they're doing. Even if it's a bad one. And even better if it's a bad one. Because then, hopefully, you know the counterplay. You can use the reasoning against them. Isn't it so easy when you know what's going on in your opponent's head? I think so. Few flops, few bets, nothing crazy so far. Top layer of chips gonna scuttle around the table. No big hands, no one off to a huge lead, but blinds are up. It is going to be a frequent occurrence. As long as we're playing these turbo speed games. Still plenty of room to evacuate with the Queen 6. Gonna see 3 players hit the flop, Ace 5-2, wheel available, top pair available. Top pair is always available. But I think you know what I mean. You see half pot from the middle position initial raiser. See if anyone sticks around. Nope. A few more bets, a few more flops. Nothing too crazy so far. Seems like everyone's behaving themselves for the most part. And since everyone's behaving, we can start to misbehave. See how they react to the 2.5 blind raise. See what moves we can start pulling and pushing. We're open-ended here on a rainbow flop. Certainly going to continue. Let's hit the same bet size. All right. Been the story so far. Flop bets. All right. We snuck one in there. Not looking to make a habit of it. Let the cutoff player take a turn. Not even a flop that time. Min raise from the cutoff. Gonna pull the chips in. Ten-8 unsuited, not gonna cut the mustard. 10-8 suited, however. That's like my favorite hand. Got a huge raise here. Ace king. Screaming ace king to me. Because with aces or kings, people sort of get into their head that they can do a little trapping, but ace king, they want to protect right off the bat. Your mileage may vary, of course. And I'm like, just some guy. So, who even knows? You know what I'm saying? Not to talk negative on myself. I don't think that does any good, but let's just say if you're looking for poker instruction, there are more knowledgeable instructors elsewhere. Huge blind versus blind battle. 2 aces, but they're not in the same hand. They're in different hands. The queen and the 10 kicker is going to be what makes the difference there. Hold on. We're looking to see. We saw a knockout from out of nowhere. That's kind of blowing my mind a little bit. He just lost his mind with ace 10 out of the small. Many such cases. You think there's no way he has a big hand in the big blind, but it does happen. It's possible. It's allowed. He gets 2 cards just the same as anyone else. Now, I don't love this. I still don't. I like it. Oh, no. I think we just gotta scram. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Wow. Same hand. We got blown off the winner there, but I still like our play, because I'm not willing to take top pair mediocre kicker to the dance like that. Wow. Ace 9, same hand. I mean, raising under the gun like that, he's not supposed to have ace 9 there. He's supposed to have all the better aces. I mean, supposed to is a loaded term. You gotta... You can only play what's in front of you, but... Holy... I honestly feel like I walked under a falling piano there. Like, that could have been a disaster. Anyway, reset. See a turn card, finally. A back and forth. Call, bet, check, call. Check on the river, and it's ace high. Ace high with the jack. Jack plays. Does the jack play? Whatever. Ace is good enough. Seeing a big boy bet from under the gun. Tight enough player. I'm running for the hills. Folding a hand as good as ace, jack, offsuit. Under these circumstances. Three other players willing to get involved. Flop a jack, queen, 2, rainbow. Let's see who wants to make a play for it. Initial raiser. Coming in strong. One call out of the imposition player. We'll see if the blinds would like to stick around. Not the small, but the big shall. Jack's gonna pair, bring in a second spade. Downsize bet. Interesting. Tiny baby bet. Let's see if he goes even smaller. Does he have a jack and he's just kind of milking? No, he's got king and king. Gonna beat a pair of queens. Overpair. He's making some milk with the overpair. Six tiny, 3 blinds, 2 blinds. And to his credit, he did get paid. Blinds are sneaking up on the stacks here. Looking at 38 to play with so far. Check on the flop, but jack 5, 10 brings the 4 spades turn. Bring a second spade to the board. And encouraging the limper to make a small wager. Ace of clubs on the river, and the limper's gonna jam. Jam for like 5 times pot. They're getting crazy out here. They're betting small, they're betting huge. You never know what you're gonna see. That's why we love No Limit Texas Hold'em. That's why I love it. I'm not gonna speak for you. I don't know what you love or why you love it. I apologize if that was pretentious of me. Pretentious or presumptive? I think those words can frequently mean the same thing. Like, pretentious just means that there's a pretense, right? Like, literally. I don't know. Sound off with some of your favorite vocabulary words in the comments. Which weird ones are you working into your everyday conversations? I know you got a couple. Bet, raise, re-raise, all in. Top pair versus the actual made flush. It's so rare to hit the actual made flush, but it's gonna work out for pirate face skull guy. There's a lot going on with that icon. I don't have time to get into it. I hardly even have time to fold 6, 5 of clubs from under the gun. Under the gun, I just need a little more high card power. We are going to get a blind and an opportunity to defend wide, should it come to that. So far, game plan check. We're chilling, and we have been chilling. We've been happy to be chilling. Did step a maybe toe out of line before, but didn't have to pay the price. A raise out of the small. I think we're just a little too weak here. The worst two Broadways. Razor's gonna call, and we're off to a somewhat shallow situation. We got nearly just above a pot size bet. Aces versus ace 10. It's a set of aces versus a pair of aces. That's all 4 aces present and accounted for on this flop. I'll go ahead and call that a cooler. It's a fresh stack of chips from the Bulgarian. Didn't even think twice about it. Alright, we got a min raise coming from this middle position player. Gotta evacuate the small blind. Not enough of a holding to get involved with the player ahead and the player behind. We're going to be out of position. It's kind of a nightmare. C-bet going to be matched. Turn which completes the flush going to be checked through. And this final board pairing river is going to see another check situation. It's a lowly pair of 9s. Good enough to take the pot and leave this Russian player with no icon. Kind of in the danger zone. Official danger zone is 10 blinds, but 15 blinds is kind of the... We'll use a Homestar reference. We'll call that the danger-esque zone. Certainly a small enough stack to easily shove in pre-flop, and that's what's going to happen this very hand. Can't really 3-bet this guy without plan for stacks, and we do not have a plan for stacks hand. We got a messing around hand. But we're not in a messing around situation. Dealer's going to ask for all of the small stacks chips. But the small stack will not oblige. 2 fresh ones for your friend over here in the hijack. That's me, by the way. I'm your friend. I hope you knew that we're friends now. You watch 20 minutes into the video, you get a friendship. I bet you didn't even know that was part of the deal. Comment down. Okay, I was going to do a comment bit, but we've actually got a hand here. Aces versus queens. Wow. The queen trips up. Gonna equalize stacks to our right here. A lot of chips worth taking on the table at this juncture. We're just gonna have to maneuver ourselves into a situation where we can be the one taking them. Walk here. People are cooling it down. Blinds up again. Clock's always ticking. Seeing some calling. Jack 5-7 with 2 of the cards being diamonds. Check to the limper. Limper's gonna throw some chips in. Big blind, who has not voluntarily put a chip in yet, mulling over his options and giving it up. He could have anything there. Literally any 2. Well, no, because he would have raised his very good hands. Cut that out. Get that dumb analysis out of there. I'm kidding. Unless I did. If I did cut it out, then you wouldn't know. But then I would also have to cut out talking about how I'm cutting that out. And this would all have to go in the bin. And I'm not going to put it in the bin because it's actually over a very exciting hand. We got a raise, a re-raise, all in, a call. And we're seeing ace king versus sevens, a classic flip with the kings. Pairing up on that flop. Gonna hold on through the river. And short stack no more. This player has got more than me. Our big blind here. Good opportunity to defend with an ace. But I don't think we're going to do it. Facing a raise and a sizable 3-bet. We'll let them fight. This raiser has been active, so he may very well decide to go over the top, which he does. It's a call. 2 more pairs. Queen, queen, 10, 10. The queen sets up on the flop, but a ton of spades make it irrelevant. Wow. What a frustrating run out for the queens. Let's see if this player is able to keep his cool. He took a second there. He was steaming. Alec would be too, man. 4 spades. You hardly ever expect to see 4 spades. Queen 5 here in our small blind. Let's see if anyone muscles us out. See what the button player has to say. Yeah. What is up with that sizing? Just a random amount of chips? I don't know. I don't know how people are figuring that out. Just mashing on the keyboard a little. Are they using the slider? Alright. New table. New blinds. New situation. Facing an under the gun / hijack raise. We got a low card. I would ideally want 2 high cards to play in a situation like that. Big blind gonna defend and check over to the razor blade. We'll check in turn. Big blind gonna make a bid. Be matched by the razor, who puts in a half pot bet of their own with the 4 diamonds on the board representing a flush. Alright, that hand will bring us to our 5-minute break. Bit of a shorter episode today, starting in the middle of the hour, but we've managed to hold on to our chips. Sitting at 25 big blinds with an average stack of 32, 11th out of 17. But remember, in the satellite format, it only matters if we're holding chips at the end. I'm gonna let you go for today. Take it easy, YouTube.